Welcome to episode 3 of Essen Show on Essen Media. I am the co-host Rami Hakeem, stand-up comedian, and of course, the big cheese, the Bitcoin. I'm the Ethereum. This man's the Bitcoin. Lucas Essen.
Oh, I like that one.
Thank you for having me. That's a good one, right?
Nice. Yeah, what's up? Good to be back.
What's going on? It's good to be back. Good to do another one of these. So, couple things on the agenda today. Well, let's start off with the how are you? How are you, Lucas?
I'm good. I'm tired today. Didn't get a good sleep last night. I was up pretty late, but I'm doing great. I feel good. So that's the
burning the midnight oil, as they say. Burning the midnight oil.
Burning some oil, a little bit of oil, late in the night.
Or as this show pertains, mining the midnight blockchain, huh?
Mining the midnight blockchain. Nice. No, yeah, we're good. How are you, man? How are you?
Oh, how can I be not great? I have a family. It's the holiday season. Da-dum, ba-dum, bum, bum.
Awesome.
So, you know, I have a good time every day. My wife and kid, they made muffins.
Oh.
We had muffins.
I'm
watching all my
dinner that my dad cooked.
Well, oh, your dad can cook.
Oh, bro, he did some pork with some bacon wrapped around it and some peppercorn in there and maybe a little other spices in it. It was juicy. And he did this sauce in the pan too, and it was like this sweet gravy, maybe some, I don't know what else was in there, but it was good with a little salad. It was right on.
Oh, dude, I had beans with kale, bok choy, cauliflower, sauerkraut, kimchi, and vinegar peppers.
So that's why you've been glowing lately, because you're eating this pure goodness.
Well, I learned ever since because you're also a businessman. You have a kombucha business. I know we weren't going to talk about it on the show, but you do have a kombucha business, and ever since you taught me about like gut bacteria and like what these things are doing, you showed me your inventory. I've actually been like looking up on like how important gut health is, and like you can eat like a pig if your gut biome is like strong, because it'll kind of throw it off cookies or whatever. But if you're eating, you know, like pickled cabbage, like sauerkraut or like kimchi and like fermented vegetables, that shit is so good for everything. It's good for your skin. It's good for your nerves. It's good for your, like just setting your stomach right. So I've been eating like pickled stuff every day and lost a ton of weight, feel great, way more energy. Like it's just an amazing, I eat sauerkraut, vinegar, peppers, and kimchi like almost every day.
Dude.
Like, so I'm just thanking you. I appreciate it. Anyways, we're not here to talk about my skin. We're here to talk about crypto.
I was thinking the same thing. Man, it was a fun day for me for crypto in terms of like crypto. I had a fun morning.
Okay.
My first involvement with a coin that was initially launched on its first DEX, and a DEX is a decentralized exchange. And so they told the community what time they were launching it at, and everyone was kind of there ready to buy it up when they put it out to get the cheapest price, and then it kind of just like skyrocketed within like seconds. It was intense. It did a 10x in like a matter of seconds.
Is this that Citizen coin or whatever? Citizen?
Yeah, that coin. Yeah, the Totem project coin. It was cool, man.
You have some?
Yeah, I bought some.
Oh man, you gotta tell me about. Like you do tell me about these things, but I just, man, that sounds so. So you 10x?
I didn't 10x, and that's kind of like part of the story I'll tell. Is like it was interesting.
Okay.
Some details and some things that you can kind of know to be more successful during these types of launches. And
so tell us what happened.
I'll share my screen and I'll show you the exchange, and you can kind of see a couple of the details. But it was crazy. And it was like glitching out at the start when everyone was there, and I was in the chat, and everyone was kind of just yelling, being like, "Why is this not working?" It was so crazy.
What the hell? What are you doing?
What, me?
Yeah, record of employment.
Oh yeah, employee stuff.
I see you use DuckDuckGo. I do too. I got rid of Google.
Yeah, that's the stuff. I still use Google because it's like incredibly useful, but DuckDuckGo is for those special searches. Those where you're trying to get that hidden stuff that Google doesn't want you to see. So this is the exchange that they launched it on today. And so this is a decentralized exchange, which means it's not like a company that's like facilitating the trade, I think, on their servers, but it's all operating within the blockchain. And yeah, you're kind of just swapping coins. And so you have to connect like an external wallet, like your MetaMask wallet. And so I came in here this morning all pumped up. And what you do is you get your coin that's on the Binance Smart Chain, because that's what network this project was on. And this is kind of taking a lot to load because I have slow internet. But there's this thing called slippage. And I learned about this morning. And so on these decentralized exchanges, and especially when they're doing like the initial launch, the price changes so quickly in such a short time that in between the time where you say, I want to make this trade, and where it loads and then you press confirm, that short amount of time, the price can change like in like 100% or more. And so you use this slippage percentage to say that I'll let it slip this much percent before I want to like decline that order. And so I didn't set my slippage very high. I set it at 12% because that's what some of the people said. And so when the coin initially got launched, I went to buy it, and because it changed so fast, so quickly, I didn't buy it on my first couple attempts. So I didn't get that like first initial good price. I can show you my transaction history. So my first swap I tried to make, I tried to swap 1,010 USD, Binance USD for 8,720 Citizen, but it didn't go through because the price changed too quickly and my slippage wasn't enough. So then I had to make another one after that, and I got 2,500 less coins for the same price.
Whoa.
Because of that. And so that was like a learning opportunity for me during these.
And that's in a matter of minutes?
This is in a matter of seconds, bro.
Holy fuck.
It was insane. It was intense, actually. I think it'll be a lot less intense the second go around because you know what you're doing. There's a lot of like things that you have to set up, and you're kind of like worried if it's all set up correctly. You have to make sure your wallet's on the right network, and like you have the right coins in your wallet and connecting the wallet to the right one. And then you got to like search up this coin using their contract address.
So if I'm reading that correctly, you bought a bunch, sold a bunch, and then bought a bunch more?
Yeah, so I bought in as low as I could. I paid around 20 cents a coin, and then it went up to around 40 cents a coin. So I'm like, okay, this is going to come down a bit. So I'll cash out like 20% of my holdings, just so when it does come down, I can get I can get a little bit more coin. And so that's what I did. We can check the price of the coin right now, actually. Yeah, it's crazy. So this coin has existed like within the marketplace for less than 12 hours.
Wow. And so this is going to be the currency on the Totem metaverse.
Within this metaverse, yeah, correct, yeah. So this is the chart from today. And it's so cool because it literally existed for 12 hours. So it's such a small time. So it started down here at 5 cents. That was the price at initial launch. And then within seconds, it skyrocketed up to 50 cents. So that was a 10x. And then because it did such a huge increase in such a short time, there's like holders of the coin that would have got in before this launch, like developers, people close to the project, people working within the project. There was a little something a couple days ago where some people were able to buy into the coin. So these people would have took some profits, and then it came back down, and it's kind of found a support here around 20 cents, 23 cents. And so I bought in around 20 cents, went up to 40 cents. I sold out like 20% of my coins, and then I bought back in down here to pick up a bit more.
Congrats.
Yeah.
So that thing is already worth more than Dogecoin within 12 hours.
No, not necessarily. There's a lot less of these coins in circulation than Doge.
Right. Okay.
So the market cap of this is a lot smaller. This is like in the millions, this market cap, and Doge is in the billions.
Okay, never mind. Wow, dude, this is fucking crazy.
That's the cool thing about this, a type of project that's so new like this, is its market cap is in the millions. Its potential for growth is so huge. Like they have just
I gotta get me a couple of these.
You gotta get yourself some of these. Yeah,
So how do I? So off air, you'll show me the nuts and bolts. But basically, this is only available on one exchange right now.
Yeah, correct. Because the coin's so new, they kind of released it on this exchange. So they partner with the exchange. They say, hey, let's partner. Here we are. This is our project. We want to put our coin on your platform, and then they work together like that. And so they'll progressively get their coin on more and more exchanges, and then more people will have access to it. More people will know about it, and then it just grows from there.
Wow, fantastic! That's so cool, dude. I never really saw a coin get launched like this, because I mine Pi on my phone. It's like I don't really know if it's going to be anything, but like it hasn't launched yet. So are you it might do something like this, like skyrocket quickly and then come back down and then balance out somewhere?
Well, I don't know, because Pi's interesting, because it's like all of these people have all of these coins, and then they go to put this coin on the exchange, but no money has actually been put into it. So it's like, why is anyone going to buy, if you wanted to go sell your coins, why is anyone going to buy your coins? There's no money into it yet, unless they do some like funding rounds or something. So I don't know. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. It'll be interesting.
Well, dude, this is fun.
It'll be interesting to see how that Pi works out, that Pi coin, and just the.
What do you think about Pi? What do you think about Pi?
I think I don't know enough about Pi to say much about it. Let me get off screen share. Yeah, I don't know enough about Pi to say much about it, but there seems like there's a lot of skepticism, and I think the skepticism is fair. But I don't know much.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Well, dude, that's cool. That's cool. Citizen coin. Okay, so I'm gonna grab myself some of that, because that looks like in 5 years I'm gonna be whistling Dixie.
That's what I'm kind of thinking. That's what I'm hoping for. Yeah.
Oh, dude, I'd like to pick up some of that. 23 cents. I'll pick up a fucking
The other thing about this is like I like the project, so it's like I want to interact with this project, so I want to have their currency. I want to be a part of it. At the same time, it's gonna make you money because it's a good project. So that's the best part.
That's so cool. That's awesome. So also, you were gonna send me that Zoid. You're gonna show me how an NFT transfers.
Yes.
From one person to another. We're gonna do on the show so that we can look back on this moment, and you could be like, "You owe me a grand." No. So we could look back on this and be like, "Holy shit, dude, that was crazy." Because soon we might be on the metaverse, and we, who knows? Like, who knows? I don't know.
Exactly.
But so how do we do this? So I need to open MetaMask. What do I do?
So you text me your MetaMask address, and then
how do I find that?
You go to your MetaMask app, and it should be at like the top, somewhere at the top, and you just
receive. It says receive.
Yeah, hit the button receive. Yeah, and then
copy that link.
Copy that address. Yeah.
Oh, public address. Oh, it's called. Okay, and then I go here. And I paste and boom.
Yes, text me that, and then I can
sent it.
Share. I can screen share. I've never done this before, so.
Oh, we're making history. We're making history.
I think you're right.
The only NFT. What?
I was going to say, I think you're right. That this would be a cool. To have this on film, and you can look back on this and be like,
"Hey, don't let people know the password for the thing. Hey, you gotta edit that in post.
This?
Don't let people know the password. Yeah, don't let people know the password to our Zoom room, dude.
What?
You just showed the password to the Zoom room. Now some fucker could join."
Wait, I think you're tripping. What password?
It was just a password. You just showed on the screen in the text conversation.
Yeah, but that was for
the Zoom meeting.
That was for the Zoom meeting, which is going to end in a half an hour, and it won't even be posted. And this meeting will be over, and that password is null and void.
Okay, never mind then. Okay, I'm just stupid. Okay.
You are right. We need to be careful on like what we show on the screen, but I think we're.
Yeah. I don't want you to like show your dick or something, like you had a dick pickup or something, or and then all of a sudden everyone's looking at your NFT. The only NFT I want to get made is the one that my profile picture, that baby head. I want to get that as an NFT.
Do you own that picture?
No.
Is that your picture?
No.
So it'd kind of be like maybe some copyright issues or something like that?
Yeah, but who the fuck is copyrighting that stupid baby head?
Well, someone might be mad when like if you sell it for money or something, then someone cares. But until it's worth anything, no one cares.
No, I wouldn't sell it.
Right.
I'd keep it forever. That's mine. I love that baby head picture. It looks like Dana White.
Okay, so here are the Zoids, and we got to figure out how to send you one of these beautiful Zoids that I'm going to gift you.
Send me the shittiest one. No, I'll pay you for it, but we'll arrange something off air. But send me the shittiest, like the lowest quality one, the one that you're like, I don't care about getting rid of that one. And I'll pay you for it. I'll pay you whatever she's worth or whatever.
Yeah, we'll work it out. But
we'll work it out.
I'm happy you got a dude. You need a dude, you know. I'm gonna send you 255 because it's the least rare. So, and that's
perfect.
I got two of them, so I'll give you the.
You have two of those? How do you have two of those?
I got two of these guys. They look similar, so I'm just putting them in the same class.
Oh, give me 255. My favorite color is blue.
Oh yeah. So
the blue face.
Giving you. So let's click on this one. So I paid 2.23 Ethereum for this one, which is like.
What's that?
I think that's like $1,000 or like 1,100 or something.
Okay. We'll work it out. when we're crypto millionaires.
Once the
when
big
we're
money
when we're
starts coming
crypto
in,
millionaires.
we'll just be like, yeah, well, that's okay. That's a gift.
We'll figure we'll figure it out. If when we become crypto millionaires, maybe I'll buy you like a fancy NFT as a thank you, like a $1 million NFT,
Exactly.
just to be like, hey, here's some interest. Yeah, we'll figure. Let's just get rich and then we'll square up. Also, I'll be giving you half a tuna sandwich every week for the rest of my life.
Half a tuna sandwich.
That's interest, yeah.
I might have to do this on my phone. I'm gonna try it.
Okay. Try it on your phone. Yeah.
I'll unshare my screen for a bit.
Yeah, unshare the screen. Yeah.
I'll get smoother with that whole screen sharing thing.
Yeah. This will get better. This is like it's a work in progress. Rome wasn't built in a day.
So
Totem won't be built in a day.
Exactly. Totem. People believe in Totem because it's legit. People building it are legit, and maybe people watch their videos and they'll be like, "Yeah, these guys are legit. They'll be good, but I'm not gonna watch it right now because they're still shit."
No, they can watch whenever they want. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
Let them do what they want, people.
Okay, MetaMask. This is interesting, dude. We're learning as we're like we're doing and doing at the same time.
Dude, every time I talk to you, I get such an education at these things.
Like, I love this, man. This is so awesome that we're doing this.
This is so cool, yeah.
Like
I want to get some of that cities.
At the same time, I'm like, yo, let's do this tomorrow. I don't want to do it tonight. I'm tired. But then you're like, no, let's do it tonight. I'm busy tomorrow. And I'm like, yeah, fucking okay. Fuck yeah. Let's do it tonight.
Yeah.
No hesitation.
Really, fucking, yeah, fuck it. Fuck Joe Biden. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's sleeping.
Sleep. Who should I run against? Crazy Bernie or Sleepy Joe? Fucking Trump.
Okay, Zoid255. Oh, look at that. So I'm on my phone here. It'd be cool if I could show you.
Show the phone?
Yeah. So I go to my MetaMask on my phone because on the desktop MetaMask, it wasn't showing my NFTs, and I don't know how to get it to do that. I gotta figure that out. So I go on my phone and I go to the NFT section in my MetaMask, and I click on the NFT, which is the one I want to send to you. And then the first big button that pops up is a big send button. So I'm going to click on that. And it says from my wallet, and then it has a to box, and I'm going to put your address in there. Paste that address in there.
This is crazy. This is crazy.
So I'm going to double check the first two characters and the last two characters of the address. Make sure it's right. Yep, looks good. Interesting. Okay, we're learning. So I don't have any Ethereum in my wallet, and I need Ethereum in my wallet to pay for the transaction fee to send you
gas fees.
Gas fees. Everything. Yeah, you need gas to go. Just like a car.
Energy, yeah. Okay, well we'll figure that out. So that's anticlimactic.
That is anticlimactic. So we'll
right.
do an episode soon, within like tomorrow or the next day, and I want to film it, and because then and keep a smile on your face when you receive it and see it in your wallet, and have that.
Oh, that's good.
Needs to be on film.
I won't be able to do it tomorrow because we'll talk after the show. We'll talk after the show. Let's not bore the people with our personalized. Okay. That's awesome, dude. That's fucking cool. This is cool. Hey, there you go. You learned a new thing. Gas fees, energy, manpower.
You can just go into your wallet, click on your NFTs, and you just click on it. There's a big send button. You put the person's address in there, and you're just sending NFTs left, right, and center.
That's fucking sick. So no, so the purchasing of an NFT is two separate transactions, or there is one that goes like this, or is it you send and then I give, or is there one that exchange like does that?
Right. So OpenSea, which is the app that I showed you the Zoids on, it's a marketplace for NFTs, and so it functions as like the facilitator for that transaction. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow, that's awesome. Well, we're learning shit every day. That's so cool, dude. I fucking love this shit. I fucking love this shit. Anyways, so what else in the is there anything else exciting? Anything else that tickles your tits in the crypto world before we move on to something else, or anything else crypto?
Crypto. This has been on my like radar for the past couple of days. I took like a whole day to learn how to buy it off of the decentralized exchange, the DEX. So this has just been what I've been doing lately. It's cool.
Is Bitcoin up again? Is Bitcoin gone back up, or no? Is it still cheap?
Bitcoin is down right now, I think. I think the market
still or more.
I think just like it's bouncing like on its little bottom that it's found. Pull up.
Let's see, Bitcoin. 58,000 Canadian.
I think I heard this one quote from Raoul Paul, and he's like, usually the market takes the path of most pain. And so all the people in the market, they were expecting a huge run in December. Everyone was expecting it. So for it to not happen would be the most pain. And that's kind of what's happening.
The most pain indeed. It's all painful. It's all pain.
Yeah.
It's fucking brutal.
That's why I'm pumped that I pulled out and put everything in NFTs in this new project. Because this new project isn't going down. It's at the bottom,
Yeah, and you could always get more Bitcoin or whatever. You could always get more crypto.
Yeah.
Well, Bitcoin's almost done. Isn't there only like 1 million coins left or something?
Yeah, but people are always going to be selling Bitcoin. There's always going to be sellers.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So this is a brand new. So I was learning so much about like NFTs and blockchain and Zoid and metaverse and all these things. Like I was really like learning about this shit. Because at first you're telling me about this stuff, I'm like, I'll go with you on this journey, but I don't know. Now I'm like kind of seeing it. Because like I heard of all people, Jordan Peterson, he said something that really like perspective shifted. He said, the idea of democratized money, of money being out of the hands of a central authority, whether it's a government or a bank, is such a radical idea. We have no idea what's going to happen from it. And I was thinking about it, I'm like, man, this really is like I've never before type of currency. It's not just, a new currency, like the news is trying to make it like, oh yeah, there's this other thing going on. It's like, no. This is democratized money. This is truly like each person is a bank, almost an authority of the currency. It's like this really is, if it's not the future, it needs to be. Like it needs to be for the sake of a better market, like better marketplaces, like safer marketplaces, like the SC, like all these like exchange, like dollars. I'm talking about like the Toronto Exchange and the New York Stock Exchange and all these stock exchanges. Is like there's so much BS and crap. That's like it also reflects in the economies of the country. Like it's like they're always saying like, oh, the economy is doing great. And it's like people are poorer than ever. And it's like, even though everyone's richer than ever at the same time, it's like people are doing worse within those wealthy societies. And it's like, maybe there's something fishy going on about. Maybe this isn't as legit as we think. But with crypto and blockchain, it's like, no. That's there. This is here. This is the reality. And there's no faking it. And it's like, it's like awesome.
Yeah, man. Nice.
Like,
Nice.
like if identification, like if we do blockchain passports, blockchain driver's licenses, it's like that license is like, it can't be faked. Someone can't steal your identity because it's like the NFT. Like, no, there's only one Ramy's driver's license. So if some guy in Arizona tries buying something or getting a credit card with my driver's license, like, that's not Ramy's. This is. It's all the way in Toronto. I see it on the blockchain. You're lying. It's like the idea of like blockchain being in everything is so like, it really is, as Peterson put it, radical beyond comprehension. Like, you can't think of that. Like, you can't fake things. Like, at least for documentation, if it's blockchain, you can't just make one because there's a way to verify it.
Exactly.
That's so fucked.
Dude, it's like as you get more educated in this space, the more you see it clearly, the more you see what it can do.
Where it's like, oh, why aren't we doing this? Why isn't the whole country went, stop, so stop. Let's take this and step together. Let's go, okay, everyone, we're going to blockchain IDs. Like, okay, everyone, we're going to blockchain currency. We're going to blockchain stocks. We're going to blockchain fucking cell phone, SIM cards.
Well, that's
like the way Zoid is the way.
All of that's going to happen. But the mainstream, they're just going to walk into it. It's going to be the innovators and the innovators, the entrepreneurs, the visionaries that create this. And then the mainstream, they're just going to use it. They're not even, they probably won't even know what an NFT is. It's just, it is. And they use it. And
the same way they don't know what a stock is.
Same way they don't know what
or the same way they
don't
yeah,
know
or they don't
files are on their computer and JPEGs and PDFs. They just use them. And these NFTs are all of those things, but so much more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, that's so crazy. It's
like it puts a smile on your face talking about this stuff. It's
like, yeah, no, because it's like no more catfishing. See, think about it. If your photo, you can make your photo into an NFT, pictures of you, and then you put it on your Facebook. Fake Facebook accounts, you'd be able to be like, wait, is this guy's profile an NFT? Is this really them?
Yeah.
And it's like, nope, okay, this is a fake account. Like, it's gonna change, and even like we won't even be using accounts like that because they'll be NFT, they'll be blockchain too. Like, they'll be non-fungible too. Like, it'll be so, like, the problem with the internet is you don't know what's real and what's fake. With blockchain, there would be almost no way to fake things anymore.
What do you mean by no way of faking things?
Like, if things are blockchained, I mean. So it's like, yeah, you could pretend this, you could pretend that, but it's like, if let's say, for example, you can do like NFT diplomas.
Right.
Like blockchain diplomas. So it's like, you earn this diploma, now it's on this blockchain, so everyone can check the diploma that this guy really has one. So I can't walk into business, oh, look at I have a diploma. I can't make a fake diploma. I can't print one online. I can't. It's like, they'll go, okay, what server is your diploma on? Oh, I got it from Harvard. Let's say Harvard. Okay, let me check the Harvard servers. I don't see this on there. What's the address for this? You know what I mean? Like, the applications.
Yeah. And having like physical art in the real world and having that a corresponding NFT on the blockchain.
Yeah.
And if you own that physical art, then you have the private keys to that NFT. And that's like an extra verification that you are the rightful owner to that art.
Yeah. So you can't have like a fake Da Vinci.
Exactly.
You can't have like a fake Da Vinci anymore, or a fake Rembrandt,
like, you're saying that's a Picasso painting? Okay, where's the NFT? Where's the corresponding NFT? Show us.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. That's why GameStop is doing that NFT for the everyone that has a GameStop stock, because the stocks themselves can't be blockchain yet. So they're like, okay, we're gonna have an NFT with every stock, so that we can. They're kind of like doing it this way, so that that's why I still believe in GME, because all those over shorted stocks when the NFTs come out for it, there's going to be like a big, there's 40% more stocks than have been verified with an NFT. And then the stock is going to explode because they have to pay this indefinite. And that's what I believe. That's just this isn't advice, of course. I just think that because that's what GameStop is doing. They're making an NFT for every stock.
Right. Interesting.
And that's how I think that's how that house of cards is going to come down. That's why GameStop is still like a good thing to buy. People are like, it's over. It is not over. It is far from over. And there's going to be hell to pay.
So here's another example of the NFTs that I heard that I found really cool. So if you're an artist or you're a teacher and you have a young student and they're paying for their lessons and you're giving them receipts and all of the receipts are NFTs. So if you're training a potential like prodigy or very successful something, that NFT receipt will be worth something in the future.
Oh, like finding like a sketch from Einstein or something.
Yeah, everything is on the blockchain. It's always existing there. And so when you hold on to those things and they're on the blockchain, they're NFTs, it's like, wow, the use case.
Wow, dude. You know what's crazy? I came up with this idea, like where you have this thing and you can scan all your items and then it would have a digital tag that said like Rammies. So if like I scan my card, some guy comes by and scans my card, it'll be like, this belongs to Rammy. So that if someone takes my bicycle, it'd be like, well, scan it. And he's like, that's mine. So you can't steal bikes. This is basically that.
Yeah.
Come about in a better version. I had this idea when I was like 12. Right. There should be some way where I could like the grocery store, the way they scan an item.
Yeah.
It's like, but basically that's what this is. But each barcode is like where it's not like, oh, that's the same box of Fruit Loops. I can switch them around. They have the same barcode. It's like, no. This is Fruit Loops number 5784 blah, 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 and this is Fruit Loops number 5784 blah, 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 2, and this is Fruit Loops 5784 blah, blah, 3. And it's like, that's what NFTs do. They basically give everything now I get it. Now I get that. That's why I keep repeating it. I'm like, what the fuck, man?
Yo, I love it. I love, like, I can see, like, the sparks going off.
Dude, I'm so mad I didn't buy more of this shit. Like, I'm going to probably still somehow miss out on Citizen Coin. I have the second worst luck with these things. My buddy Sammy has the worst luck with these things.
No, I'm going to change your luck. Your luck is going to be changed.
Oh, dude, that's music to my. That's the fuck. Yeah, right on, dude. Let's fucking.
With knowledge and information, luck becomes less of something you need to rely on. Now you know.
Well, my favorite quote about luck is luck is the residue of design.
Exactly, and I was just gonna say, like, we'll invest into these small projects like Totem, and in a few years, when they pay out, people will tell our story, and people will say, "Wow, you got lucky," and you'll go, "No."
Yeah, that's what I want. That's what I want. I want all the family members that cuss me out, my aunts, my uncles, to call me and go, "You were right about this." That's all I want. I don't want them to be like, "You're the best." I just want them to go, "You know what? There's a great quote from The Big Short from that Michael, the guy who guessed the housing market was going to crash. Right. Michael something. But he had this quote where he goes, "I'm not wrong. I'm just early." It's like, that speaks to me. I'm not wrong. I'm early. It's like, oh.
Sure, you've been like
I know that
a lot of your life.
Yeah, I've got a pretty good, I've always been on the edge of things. I've never, most people are in the middle. Some people are on the end of things. And there's advantages to being on the middle and the end of things. At the end of, you can see things for what they were. In the middle, there's like a safety and like the going with the herd. There's like an advantage to that. But I've always been on the edge. So you can get burned a lot because you're on the edge of something. Oh, turns out it wasn't right. Or it turns out it was fucked up or it was incorrect. Or I find out about something and then it gets huge, but I don't do anything stupid. Like I had a Bitcoin early on.
Or you find out about it and you're like, oh shit, this is something. And then you're so early that it doesn't pan out, and then you're like, okay, whatever. And then
Yeah,
it pans out.
That's exactly my life.
Yeah.
Like I was showing, I remember when I found the Joe Rogan Experience. It was like Christmas, and my buddy at school before the Christmas break told me about DMT, and I was like, what the hell? So when I got home, I Googled DMT, and Joe Rogan came up on the Jim Brewer show, and I was watching it. And I was getting into this guy, and I'm like, yo, this guy's funny. This guy's a comedian. I love that. I love comedy. And then one day I was just checking his Twitter, blah, blah, blah. He retweeted me a couple times. I was like, yeah, Joe. And then all of a sudden he goes, I'm going live on Ustream. So I'm like, all right, I'll watch this. And it was episode 1 of the Joe Rogan Experience. And I was just watching it. And I had no idea what it was going to become. I was just like, oh, this is going to go.
Way back then?
Yeah, that's when I found him like 2 months before Joe Rogan, like this experience started.
Dude,
I found his DMT videos.
You could take that retweeted tweet. So Joe Rogan retweeted.
He retweeted me saying he retweeted me because there was this thing in the news about
you can turn
some man and
into an NFT. Good.
Really?
So Jack Dorsey, the founder of Twitter, he turned his first tweet into an NFT, and it was like one of the most expensive NFTs.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, no one cares that Joe Rogan retweeted me once. That's not worth anything.
No, you're right. You're right, but it's kind of cool. So, wait.
It would be fun. But yeah, no. I find out about shit early. I don't know, but there was a couple things, other things I wanted to talk about. Let's get out. Wait, any last word on the crypto? Anything else you want to say, or you want to stay on crypto, or
stay on crypto, or what do you want to do?
Yeah, what do you want to do? Hey.
No, I like that's a good question. I like the segue. No, I think that's good. I've just been super into the Totem project, and literally what I talked about the Pancake Swap. I've kind of just been learning about how to set that up, and I've kind of told you the main takeaway that I had from that experience is figure out what slippage is and know how to use it, especially when a coin is being launched. And then, sending that void, anticlimactic, but next time we'll get to see the smile on your face when it drops in your wallet.
Dude, for sure. No, the big smile on my face I want to see is, oh my God, Ramy, you were right. You're a millionaire. That's the smile. That's the smile on my face I want. Oh my God, Ramy, guess what? You called me with it. Citizen Coin is now, fucking 12,000 a coin. We did it. I'm like, oh my God.
You're gonna call me and you'll be like, bro, thank you.
Oh, dude, I'll literally suck your dick.
Bro,
you make me $1 billion. They go, would you suck a dick for $1 billion? Would you suck a dick for $1 billion? It's like not out like. No, but if you help me make the $1 million, we're like, hey, get this coin or blah blah blah, and then I pay you back, like the Zoe thing, and I pay you back, and it's like, oh my God, then yeah, well, that's fair.
That's so funny. This is cool. This is cool. But yeah, this is cool memories, man. I'm done with crypto. That was cool.
You're done with crypto?
No, I'm just for this episode. That's
Oh yeah. I was like, what is an announcement?
No, I'm just getting started with crypto. All reality.
So, what else is in the news? Or what else is going on in the world? There's a couple things. I mean, I don't want to be the show that just talks about Springsteens and diarrhea all day.
I don't want to.
I kind of like to get away from.
I don't want to be either, but it's hard.
It's hard, man, when I'm just being inundated with Springsteens and diarrhea.
Dude, I walked up to my parents' apartment today to have dinner with them, to their little where they sleep in the resort. And my mom, she was wearing a face diaper in her apartment.
Oh my God!
she had my sister's little one around, so she was wearing a face diaper, just in case she had the Omicron, or because she's sick right now. So I guess she thinks she has the Omicron. But I just think she has some Springsteen side effects. But
So, yeah. I have a feeling that this winter, I don't know, man. I just have a feel. I don't have a great feeling. The speed, that's what's troubling me. Is like they just did this thing where like before people had to wait like 3 months to get the next Springsteen or something, or like 6 weeks, or like they wanted you to wait. Now they're just on the news. They're like, well, with informed consent, children can waive the thing and just get it in like 3 weeks. And it's like, why are you doing this so quickly? What are you trying to get ahead of? They're trying to get ahead of something. I don't know if it's like, I don't know, man. It's really troubling. It's really troubling how like, this is what I want to mention. People are getting denied at the hospital if they didn't get the Springsteen.
No way, bro.
People, dude, I Googled it because it happened to someone I knew. And I'm like, well, maybe it's like something else is going on. And I Googled it, and there's like a bunch of news stories of like people are starting to get denied access to healthcare in our lands where we dwell, in our part of the world, because they didn't get the Springsteen.
Well, it's in other countries, it's going to be illegal. You go to the detention camp if you don't have the Springsteen. But here's the thing. A lot of people that have the Springsteen, they don't want any more Springsteens. They don't like what's going on, and they're not disagreeing with us. They're just confused, and they don't have like a backbone to stand up for themselves, so they just go along with it. But a lot of them, they feel in their gut something's off, and they're not like against us. But
yeah, it's the fucking Springsteen eating them out from the inside.
I think that maybe like slowly turning into zombies. I don't know. I don't have any proof, but
I don't know, man. It's scary, man. It's scary out there. Like people are being denied. Like it's hard to find work for anything. It's like I can't do
comedy. I'm getting so involved with this crypto thing because we can sit in a wherever with an internet connection and get involved, make some money, and then
it's so fortuitous. It's almost like God himself was like, let's slip this thing in so that you don't have to be at work to make money. Like you could theoretically not have to work. Like, because they're starting, like I can't do comedy where I live. Like there's a couple shows here and there that are like underground shows, but it's like, I don't want to have to fucking, like, I want to go to the people. I don't want to have to go into it's comedy is kind of cool again in that way where there's like secret shows happening. It's like passwords and knock, okay, come in for unspringsteen people. But like, I want to go to the people. I want to get up on a big stage with the lights and fucking talk about my ass. And it's like, I can't do that because fucking Springsteen and diarrhea. Like, man, this is so like, I can't keep thinking about this shit, man. It's fucking annoying. I want to talk about something hilarious.
Yeah. I don't like this stuff that much. I don't. Because you can't.
No, you can't do anything about it. Like what I used to do before all this, one of my favorite things to do is if you fart in public, right? If you fart in public, just look to the closest person to you that looks like they would fart in public and act disgusted as well. And then now you're clear. Like if I'm sitting next to someone, like I'm like, okay, this guy's kind of fat, like I could do it. And I just fart. And you just have to be the first to go, come on, man. You just go like that. And then he'll go ahead and do it. And then everyone else on the bus will be like, oh, it was the fat guy. It's better if it's a fat guy.
What's the point of that story?
Just I'm reminiscing about the days before COVID.
Right. I love that you picked that moment.
I don't know, dude. I fucking hate everything right now. Everything fucking sucks. Jimmy Fallon's telling me to get a fucking... It's like, shut up, Jimmy Fallon. Jimmy Fallon is telling me to get a fucking... Doug Ford looks... First of all, Doug Ford looks rough. This guy looks bad now. He looks rough. Poor guy. I liked him before all this shit. I thought him and his brother were hilarious. Yo, remember Rob Ford? Remember the one time the news reporter's like, apparently a female member of town hall, the township said, or whatever, said you would want to eat her pussy. Do you remember that?
No.
And then Rob Ford's like, no, I never said that. I got enough to eat at home.
This is on like records recorded?
Yeah, this is on TV, dude. CBC and shit like that. This guy was like Trump before Trump. This guy was like just like answering questions how he wanted and shit. He was just like having a time.
Jeez.
You don't like Rob? You don't like Rob? I love the Fords. Except I hate Doug Ford.
So is Doug the one we have now?
Doug's his like little brother, I think.
And he's the one that's we have now.
Yeah.
Pop is way better.
Yeah. He's just some fat fucking like Doug Ford's like some fat like, oh, I know, boys. He's such a like a guy you would meet in your town. You know what I mean? He's such like a oh fuck, eh? We're just going out for a few pints. Like that's why I'm so shocked. He would he's like, we're shutting her down, boys. We gotta shut her down. It's like this guy.
Well, like when he does his speeches, it looks like he's not having fun, you know? Like he's not.
Dude, he's very expressive. But he's very expressive. Like he's like he'll like if he's coming in and he's like even when he's reading off the script, he does the whole like reading off the script robotic thing. But then it's the questions. You got to wait for the question period. It's my favorite part. I watch them all because it'll be like whatever the fuck his title is. What the fuck is he? Premier. It'll be like, Premier. You know. Yeah, what are you gonna do about the airports? And you go, well, you know, at the airports, you know, those boys down there, they know what they're doing. You know, they're shutting her down good. he just goes like, it's so. He's so Canadian. He's so Canadian. Like, well, you know, the boys down there, they got a handle on things, eh? And you know, I'm not going to tell anyone that how to cut their own cheese, but you know, they got to smarten up. It's just like this guy. What?
He plays his part well. He really does. He uses this like, nice Canadian, like, I'm not trying to step on anyone's feet kind of thing. And he does the lingo. And it's like, it's hard to get mad at him.
Yo, it's so hard. Like, I mean, I'm like, fucking this guy and this. But the way he's like, we got to shut her down again, boys. You guys are going out there. You remember when there was all those parties? And he's like, I mean, you guys are just, what did he say? He's like, you guys are a few fries short of a happy. I mean, what are you doing? We're in a pandemic. You're having parties, hundreds of people. I mean, you guys have lost. You so Canadian. You guys are a few fries short of a happy meal, eh? He said that. This guy is so fucking fun. I'd love to have a beer with him in a garage. You know what I mean? Like, but the fact that he's just like going along with the bullshit, I'm like, come on, man.
Well, it's like the people that would watch him and would like relate to him and listen to him. That's what they want to hear. And they're probably not the type of people that are going to look at the data and be like, we've done like this many lockdowns and it's never worked. Maybe we should try something else. They're just like, they listen to the premier and he's like, yeah, we got to shut her down, boys. We got to shut her down. And they're like, they just look at each other like, yeah, we better shut her down, boys. Like,
you gotta shut her down, boys. Yeah, they just go, fucking, we're shutting her down. Fucking shut her. Well, fucking Dougie over there said we gotta shut her down. I mean, fuck, eh? So shut her down, boys. That's it. So everyone's going home. We're cutting her out. Cut it out now, all right?
They got your smaller beer. They're good.
Yeah, they go have a few fucking cold ones. Take her easy. Go home. I'll let you know when we're back on.
Jimmy.
The next thing that, you know, people are still getting together in numbers. It's like, fucking keep your sticks on the ice, boys. We're not out of this yet. He's like, and he says shit like that, and it's so, I know it's phony to a degree, but he does talk like that, and that's why it wins me over, because it's like, that's who he is. He's keep your stick on the ice, boys. That's him. That's really him.
You don't think he's at all consciously using that thing, that like that personality? Do you think it's like natural?
No, No, I think he thinks. I think the kind of guy he is, like, and I could be wrong. You could be right. I don't think he's playing that up. I think he tries to play up the serious. I'm a serious guy. I think he wants to be taken seriously more than he wants to be taken as an everyman. Because I think he really is an everyman. I think he really is. I don't think he's an elitist. I think he wants to be. Oh, you know what I mean? I think he wants to be like, that's our Premier Four, but everyone's calling him fucking Dougie. And I think he's like, I'm not Dougie, bud. I'm Premier Four. It's like, I know a fucking Dougie when I see her, eh? Like, that's what like, his buddies probably bust his balls. Like, he probably still has a few Canadian fucking friends that are like, you're fucked, bud. Shutting her down.
Wild, bro.
This guy's a
Dougie
fucking...
Ford. Doug Ford, our leader.
Dougie is fucking in charge. How we have fallen. In the same city, a guy like Jordan Peterson exists. You know what I mean? Like a competent, smart guy. And there's more Petersons out there. They're not in charge. It's fucking Dougie.
Because
and Trudeau.
Them in, the majorities want the Dougie. They don't want the Jordan Peterson. The majority like boos Peterson off the stage, and they vote
because
Beards.
Because Dougie goes, we're gonna shut her down. She's all right, boys. Take it easy. And Peterson goes, well, look at yourself, for bloody God's sake. Clean your bloody. Take responsibility. I mean, it's so bloody obvious. I mean, what are you talking about? I mean, of course. It's absolute. It's fundamental.
Dude, that was so good.
Well, obviously. Take a look at yourself. I mean, Christ, why would you succeed? I mean, everything imaginable is coming against. Well, obviously. Jordan, are we gonna shut down? No, I don't think that's appropriate. I mean, well, obviously not. What, are we gonna sit home and do nothing? You'd have to be bloody mad to think something like that. And they'd be like, oh, fuck, this guy knows. Pick yourself up. If you're fat, lose weight, for God's sakes. It's not that hard. Like, he would tell you what's wrong. I mean, fatties are dying. I mean, obviously. If you're fat, you're not going to, obviously. So it's like, he's going to tell you to fix your shit up. And we don't want that. We want Dougie going, oh, fuck, eh? She's all right, boys. We're just going to shut her down. She's all right, boys. It's never all right. Nature is constantly trying to stop it.
I think I listened to a doctor say this too, that there's going to be like these communities that are formed. And it's going to be, one of the communities is going to be people that want to look up and have leaders like a Peterson. And then there's going to be the communities that still exist that want the Dougies to lead them. And I think people are going to slowly walk from the Dougie communities to the Peterson communities. And it'll just be this slow trail of people. And eventually the Peterson community will be bigger than the Dougie community.
Hopefully. Because what usually happens is, because shit's better at the Peterson community and people are suffering at the Dougie communities usually go after the Peterson communities in history. Destruction, stealing of their stuff. Like, look at the Bolshevik, look at Russia,
But if in the Dougie community, everyone is getting a Springsteen every 3 months, they're not going to be able to do shit.
That's a good point. Yeah. Well, hopefully. Not hopefully. I don't want that.
No.
Don't want this. I don't want this. I want good for I really, truly want good for everyone. I want good for, I sincerely want, a couple of friends of mine, these stand-up comedian friends of mine, there's 3 in particular. There's Ben Bankus, Danny Polishek, Ryan Long. I've never been great friends with these guys, but I would see them once in a while on the scene, and they were funny, nice guys. We talked and stuff. They're doing great. These guys are doing so good, right? Ryan and Danny are in New York killing it. Ben Bankus was just on Kill Tony, had a great set on Kill Tony, really funny guys. And I know a bunch of comedians that are like, fuck it, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, dude, like, you should be happy for them. Like, there is a part of me that's like, fuck, I want to be there. I want to do that too. But it's like, no, man, good for them is better. Like, I want good for everyone, man, truly. Like, there's no venom in my heart. Like, it really isn't. The only people I don't want to succeed are people who don't want others to succeed.
Exactly.
That's it. Like, I don't want, so I want the Dougie people. I want the system to work so well. Doug Ford can be there for a few years and everything's okay. You know what I mean? Like, but it's hard, man. It's hard, man, because there's not enough Petersons. There's not enough Petersons, and there's too many Dougies. And they're just so retarded.
We love them. They're good people. They're good people. But
like Doug Ford's the kind of guy that would snowmobiling on a thawing lake with a couple pints. He's the kind of guy you go for a rip on a half melted lake with a couple pints. That's so Doug Ford. That's so Doug Ford.
Dude, he might.
Can you see that?
Too.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, but I fucking skimmed her, right? Oh, fuck, 2 years ago, lost the fucking girl. She fucking fell in the lake. The divers had to fucking get her. Like, that's him. He's the kind of guy that would get drunk and pass out in an ice hut. He's just a fucking buck.
Just a bud.
He's a fucking buckaroo, dude. And
Dude.
Peterson was like, whoa. Yeah.
Oh, no, that was a funny laugh. I love how I was like, yo, I'm tired. Let's make this a short one. Then it's like the longest one.
Oh, how long has it been?
I think it's been over an hour. This has been good.
Over an hour? This is good. I like that we got away from the fucking Springsteen and shit.
Yeah, we gotta be cautious. I think it's okay to bring it up here and there, but to dwell on it, we gotta keep it positive, keep it light.
Yeah, and we gotta keep it fun. Like talking about, like if we're gonna talk about it, let's talk about how fat and pink Doug Ford is. You know what I mean? Let's talk about, dude. One more thing before we go, Trudeau. Like and Kathleen went. So I watch a lot of like those political. I watch a lot of political shit, not because I'm into politics per se. It's because I like hearing. It's why I watch the propaganda machine. I like hearing the bullshit. It makes me laugh sincerely. Like when they ask Trudeau, "Hey, what happened to those millions of dollars?" and he goes, "We're making investments for all Canadians." Like when he does that shit, it's like. I love how disgusting it is. I'm like, oh, this guy's so full of it, like, right? And the finance minister got asked the other day. Well, this will be the last like stupid thing we talk about. But the finance minister got asked the other day by a member of parliament. So what is the debt? Like, this is the finance minister. Remember, this is the finance minister, right? The guy goes, how much debt is there in Canada? Something. That's what the finance. That's what the Ministry of Finance deals with. That's what they do. The economic Ministry of whatever you call it. She goes, I don't have those numbers. Like, I don't have them in front of me. On Tuesday, I'll give a full report. And then he goes, like, okay, you should know that. And then he asks the other person, hey, so do you have the numbers of the debt percent? And the guy goes, I don't have them. I don't have them in front of me. And then he's like, this guy's like, so what are you doing? Right? And then her answer was like 6 minutes about like diversity. It's like, what the fuck are these people do? What are they doing? Like
they're playing their part. They're playing their part in this like play of politics, and it's just like a show, so that people think that those people are making decisions and taking care of them. Meanwhile, it's just puppets.
Everything comes from on high.
Yeah, they're all just doing their part.
Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. That's why when you ask
and then someone like a Trudeau and a Freeland, they're just there to just deflect. They just deflect everything.
Everything.
And they just talk about climate change, the pandemic, or like, I don't know, like
Anything. You go, hey man,
right
what
or
day
something.
is it tomorrow? If you ask Trudeau, hey, Justin, what day is it tomorrow? There are 7 days of the week, each with their own importance and significance. Yesterday was one of those days, and tomorrow will be another. But today is today. And we are going to get to the end of this week, and a new week will cycle. And when that happens 4 times, that's a month. That's like how we answer. And you're like, is it Tuesday or is it Wednesday? I forgot what day it is. Dates are essential, and there are usually 30 to 31 on the calendar, excluding February with 28. We are going to ensure that every date is essentially used. Dude, what time is it? A clock has 12 units, but they represent 24 hours in a day. It's like, dude, just fucking say something. Hey, man, how are you doing today? Feelings are internal and should be expressed whenever they see fit. And I recognize everyone's feelings, regardless of what day it is or what time. It's like, dude, how are you? That's the question. How are you? How is a relative term. When and why are also, it's like, dude, I can't, but it makes me laugh the way he, and then even the people in the other puppets, sometimes they're like, oh, that's not an answer, bro. I don't know.
I like to watch the Polier guy. I think he's on the Conservatives. And
Pierre Poulivier, yeah.
Yeah, he's legit. He's OG, and he's in the final. Well, yeah.
Well, he's sketchy. He likes to play the part like he's taking them to task, but then he votes for their fucking shit.
Yeah. Well, right. All I was gonna say is like I watched him, and he's like asking Freelance to answer a question, and then she just says something, and then he asks again, and then she just says something, and he's like, "Okay, again, just yes."
I hate the way he talks though. I hate the way he talks though, because he talks to this like it reminds you of that kid in class that was just like teacher's like ball licker. He goes, I asked the finance minister when we were going to get the report. She said 3 days. It's been 4 days. The federal government is unable to give us an exact date. I have never seen, like he has this like, like Ben Shapiro, like, he's got this like fucking like douche, like, well, you know, I asked him when we would get the report. Stunningly, I did not receive an answer. It's like, dude, talk like this. Can one politician other than Trump talk like this? Just be like, hey, Trudeau, where's the fucking thing? And he goes, oh, for all Canadians. And you go, no, hold on. No. What the fuck was that? And then the chair guy's like, oh, you have to keep it respectful. Okay, chair. Like, why? They just go on, though. They just go on. It's like, he doesn't answer a question. And then the guy in the chair goes, Mr. Speaker, and they're like, Mr. Member. And then the guy asks it again. And I would be like, hey, chair guy, is that an answer? That's an acceptable answer? Like, dude, I like these people. Like, I don't get it. Like, you know what you should do? There should be a new law. Every member of parliament's wife should ask the question. Or husband. No, not husband, because they'll get fucking, no. The wives of the guys should just be like, they ask. It'll be like, honey, when are we going to get that financial report? And he does it for all Canadians. And she goes, that's not an answer. When are we going to get the report? For all Canadians. No. I didn't say, I did that. And then Trudeau's like, oh, fuck. Like, they should get, but then his wife is a fucking globalist. All these people, man. All these people. I don't know. Anyways. I guess you want to cut it. You want anything else you want to say?
That was great. I created an Instagram account. User, I think the name is S Media. Well, it is S Media. I don't think it is. I know it is. So I don't think I have any posts yet, but that's there. And I'll give you like permissions, and then we can both like interact on it. And
I don't use Instagram, but I'll use it for this. I don't use
sweet.
Instagram ever, but I'll use it for this.
But so there's also other platforms that we can get on. Like there's there's a like a YouTube type platform, but existing on the blockchain.
Ooh, BlockTube?
It's called Libry, LBRY.
LBRY.
So that's one platform that is cool. And then I think there's like social media platforms that are getting on the blockchain and kind of the next generation of social media. So we should definitely look into those.
Fuck yeah.
So my
let's get on that.
That's what I'm saying. So I had an idea is like we stay on these mainstream platforms like Instagram, like YouTube, like Twitter to get the views. And then,
but let's focus our efforts in these new digital spaces.
But we put all of the same effort we put into YouTube and stuff, we put into those alternative spaces, and we like add emphasis to them to be like, yo, get on these new ones. This is the next shit.
Yeah.
And especially
yeah.
Once these new platforms become, because they will become the next shit. So if we're on it early, you're an early pioneer. Like that's a recipe for success.
That's awesome, dude. I'd love that idea. That's a great idea. So we're gonna end the show here, I guess. This is a good jump off.
Yeah, I'm exhausted.
Okay, so that has been episode 3. Next week's guests will be Brad Pitt, Joe Biden, and the Satoshi Nakamoto. Those are next week's guests. We are sponsored by Raytheon, the #1 producer of weapons for the U.S. military. Don't just blow shit up. Blow shit up. That's our sponsor, Raytheon. We're also brought to you by Pfizer. Why not Dizer? That's the Pfizer, controlling the human population since whenever the
One
fuck.
Springsteen at a time.
One Springsteen at a time. You're next. That's the slogan. Brought to you by
That's
Pfizer.
how we end it.
You're next.
You're next.
You're next. All right, Lucas. See you next week.
Peace.